Welcome back to the video series, 5 Habits That Changed My Life in Just 1 Week. I'm so glad you guys joined me in exploring the morning routine in the previous part, and hope that it has given you a more positive start to your day. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the next habit, one that can completely change the way you feel about yourself and your life. That is the daily exercise routine. Before we dive into the main content, I want to hear from you. Do you exercise regularly? If so, what is your favorite form of exercise? If not, what's stopping you from starting? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because I'd love to know where you are in your self-care journey. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss any part of this video series. Together, we'll build positive habits and improve the quality of your life. Now, brace yourself and get ready to discover the power of daily exercise, a habit that can truly transform you from the inside out. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not always the most active person. When I have time, I find every excuse in the book to avoid working out. I'm too tired, I don't have time, I'll start tomorrow. Does that sound familiar? Maybe many of you have. But then one day, I decided it was time for a change. I challenged myself to commit to moving every day, at least for a week, to see how things would change. I started small, just 20 minutes a day, and mixed in forms of exercise like yoga, running, and weight training. Why did I choose so many forms? Because I want to keep the workout interesting so that I don't get bored and give up halfway. I understand that forcing myself into too rigid a framework will easily lead to discouragement and eventually giving up. First days were really difficult. My muscles were sore, my body was exhausted, and there were many times when I wanted to give up. Every time I felt like that, I reminded myself, why am I doing this? I'm doing this not only to have a healthier body, but also to feel better mentally. It's an investment in myself, an investment that can't be seen immediately, but will definitely bring long-term benefit. And then on the 4th day, something amazing happened. I woke up feeling more energetic. My mood improved significantly. I was less irritable, more positive, and began to realize that 20 minutes of exercise a day is not just about burning calories or building muscle. It was also my time for myself. I'm to focus, to relieve stress, and to activate the happy hormones in my body. One morning, I remember very clearly, I put on my sneakers and decided to go for a run. It was a clear blue day, the air was cool. As I started running, a feeling of freedom and clarity enveloped me. It was just me, the open road, and my thoughts. The feeling of connection with myself and the world around me was really strong. It was a moment when I not only felt physically healthier, but also felt my soul refreshed. It was in moments like these that I truly understood the value of daily exercise. It was not only about making my body healthy, but also about cleansing my soul, helping me feel life more deeply. This was also the moment I realized that exercise is not just a physical activity, but also a way to take care of my spirit. Exercising every day has not only brought about physical changes, but also created a huge shift in my mindset. First, I just saw exercise as a chore, something I had to do to stay healthy. But after a while, I realized that exercise was my time for myself. It was a time when I could disconnect from the outside world and reconnect with myself. I remember very clearly the first time I tried yoga. At first, I was very hesitant because I thought I was not flexible enough or that yoga was not a real exercise. But after a few sessions, I realized that yoga is not just about the body, but also about the mind. It taught me how to breathe deeply, how to listen to my body, and it was a truly transformative experience. Yoga taught me how to control my breathing, and from there, I started to learn how to control my emotions. When I encountered stress in life, I was able to apply what I learned from yoga, keep my mind calm. This not only helped me face difficulties in life more easily, but also helped me maintain balance in my daily life. Speaking of controlling emotions and myself, I want to share with you a philosophy of life that I have applied to this practice journey, the Stoic philosophy. This philosophy teaches us that life is always full of challenges and surprises. But what is important is not what happens to us, but how we react to those events. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have much more power over your thoughts than what you think." This has become a guiding principle for me in my practice journey. I realized that no matter how many reasons I had for not exercising, tiredness, lack of time, or simply not feeling like it, I had a choice in how I would respond. I could choose to quit, or I could choose to continue. As I learned more about Stoic philosophy, I began to see my daily practice not as a chore to be completed, but as a way to practice consistency, patience, and self-control. Practice became a means for me to control what I could control: my body, my mind, and my emotions. As I began to look at practice from a Stoic perspective, I realized that it's all about control. When you control your body, you learn to control your life. When you control your emotions, you're not controlled by external factors. One of the biggest benefits I've gained from my daily practice routine is self-confidence. When I was able to overcome challenges in my training, I started to believe that I could overcome challenges in life. Every time I completed a workout, no matter how short or long, I felt proud of myself. This created a positive cycle. Training made me more confident, and confidence helped me maintain my workout routine. One thing I want to emphasize here is that training doesn't have to be perfect or rigorous. It's not about forcing yourself to go to the gym 7 days a week or becoming a professional athlete. The important thing is that you find joy in movement. Find a form of movement that you really love, and make it a regular part of your life. I've tried many different types of exercise, from yoga to running to weight training, and each one has given me different feeling. Yoga helps me connect with myself, running gives me a sense of freedom, and weight training helps me feel more confident about my body's strength. I've learned that there is no best form of exercise, only the form that is best for each person. Throughout this journey, I've realized that maintaining a workout routine isn't always easy. There are days when I feel too tired, too busy, or simply not in the mood to work out. But thanks to the Stoic philosophy, I've learned how to face those difficulties. Stoicism teaches that instead of avoiding or complaining about difficulties, you should face them. I've started to see the difficulties in my workout as a natural part of life. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, I see them as opportunities to train myself, test my limit. One of the most important elements I've learned from practicing every day is consistency. Consistency is not just about being able to maintain a habit for a long time, but also about being able to face challenges and keep moving forward no matter how difficult it is. I began to see clearly that consistency is not about never failing, but about being able to get up after every fall. During my training, there were days when I could not complete the workout as planned. But instead of giving up, I learned to forgive myself and continue the next day. One thing I want to share is that not only does exercise bring physical benefits, but it also directly affects my mental health. When I exercise, I feel my mind become lighter, my stress is reduced, and I can face the challenges in life more calmly. Exercising helps me practice patience, and at the same time helps me find balance in life. It is when I can release worries, thoughts, and pressures in daily life. It is like a natural therapy, helping me feel life in a more positive way. My daily exercise routine has truly changed my life, not only physically, but also mentally, in how I perceive myself and the world around me. It has become an indispensable part of my life, and I believe that, if you give it a chance, it will do the same for you. If you are like me before and are struggling to get started, challenge yourself with small things. Find an activity that you love, make time for it every day, and slowly build that habit. Trust me, you will not regret it. Finally, I want to leave you with a message. Love yourself, take care of your body and mind. Because when you do that, you are not only changing your body, you are changing your entire life. Thank you for listening to my story. If you have any thoughts or experiences you would like to share, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear your story.